Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my project pan update. I feel like I've made a lot of progress, but it's not real visible progress. So hopefully this is interesting for you. I am going to roll in a few new items as well. I don't think I'm going to take anything out, but I am going to add some things to my project pan because I'm just feeling like, you know, I kind of want to push myself a little bit more. So yeah, let me just get straight in. I lied, I am going to roll something out, and I already rolled it out because I finished it. It is the Monsieur Big Mini Lancome Mascara. I put this in my empties. It's so dried up now, and I've decluttered this because at this point I can't use it anymore. I did use it 4 times before I put it in my empties, but this one is officially done. Something that I've only used a couple times is this eye pencil. This is from Kiko Milano. I finally got a decent sharpener, so I was able to sharpen it the other day and use it. So I'm going to keep it in. I know I've been having struggles with this recently, but since I've sharpened it, it's actually performing okay. So I'm just going to keep it in a little bit longer. But yeah, there's like literally no progress at all. I've used it twice. I'm going to see what I can do in the next month. If I don't see any progress, I'll probably just roll it out. Give me 1 more month and let's just see what I can do. Another one that is a little bit disappointing is my Academy of Color liquid highlighter. I've only used this once. I went through a phase of really liking liquid highlighters, and now I'm not using liquid highlighters. So this one is a little bit of a struggle. I'm going to keep it in because I still think it's a good shade for me to use at this point. I just need to remember to use it because I've got a cream highlighter. I'm using my project pan. I've got my Shop My Stash highlighters, and I've just got a little bit too many highlighters that I'm using all at once. And this one, unfortunately, is at the bottom of the list in terms of the desire to use it, but I am going to keep it in, try to use it this month. If I don't use it too many times this next month, then I will roll it out next. Next up, I've got my number 17 lipstick here. I'm just going to roll it up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see any progress. I have used this let's see, I've used this 4 times this month, so not a huge amount. I did think about using it as a highlighter. I don't think I even tried, to be honest. This is in the shade Shell. It's a lovely lipstick. It's very shiny though, and it's for one of those days where I'm feeling extra bronzy and glowy. I just put this on and I really like it, but only used it 4 times. I will keep it in and try to use a little bit more next time. Next up, I've got my Circa blush. This is the Hanalei Bay, and this one I have used 4 times only. I feel like I used it more, to be honest, but I've only marked 4 times. I think I probably have forgotten to mark it a little bit. I think there's a little bit of a dent. I don't know. Can you guys see that dip in the middle? That's sort of where I concentrate the most. I really do think that something's going on, but it's really hard to see in these videos where my progress is. But I do feel confident that I'm going to be able to hit pan if I just keep it in and just keep using it. So I'm going to keep it in. I do need to use it a little bit more. I definitely feel like I've used it more than 4 times because I can think of already a few looks where I would have used it, but maybe I just used it the once but used a lot, and I just count that as 1 time, even though I probably dipped in maybe 3 times during that time. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep it in. I definitely can see the progress, but it's hard on camera to see the full progress, but I do like this blush. It is a lovely, just pinky. It's very powdery though. It's an old blush, and the formula is probably going. You can see it's not the best in terms of formula, but it does give a lovely pink shine, and you can build it up. I mean, I like it, so I'm going to keep it in and just try to work on it a little bit more. Okay, let's get into the more juicy items. This is the Revolution Glow Matte Bronzer in the shade Light. If you watched my recent collection / declutter video of all like my face products, I am actually going to declutter this item. I did use it 9 times this last month. It's super powdery. The reason I need to declutter this is it's just too deep. It is just, when they say it's a light shade, it is not a light shade. For me, it is just too dark. I mean, there you might think, oh, that's workable. It would be workable if I had a tan. I haven't got a tan. I had a tan maybe for a week this last month, and then it disappeared because there's been no sunshine in the UK. Well, at least there's been no sunshine where I live in the UK. I feel like the only place where I live is the place where we're getting the least amount of sun across the whole of Great Britain. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't look that bad, but honestly on me it just looks so bad that it was looking really patchy. And I was trying with different primers, trying with different foundations this last month. I had an issue with it when I first bought it last year, but I thought, okay, well maybe it, you know, I just don't know what I'm doing. But I have other bronzers that are just much easier to work with, and they work with my skin tone. This one is the light shade, but honestly, I feel like it's more of a medium bronzer, and I really need the ultralight one or something like that, which they didn't have last year, but they have it available now. I just think this is just too dark for me, unfortunately. And even if it was the right shade, it is so patchy. I'm just wondering if also I don't really enjoy the formula that much. So it's a little bit when like, ugh, there's just so much product in there. I'm going to say I'm going to declutter it. I am going to remove it from the project because I just can't use it. If I do eventually get a tan at some point, or I have like a fake tan on or whatever, it will be used. I don't have anyone that I can give this to at this point. And I'm not going to throw it away because I don't like to throw away makeup that can be used, but I can't use it at this point. So technically it's going to be decluttered, although it is going to sit in my collection, if that makes sense. I just can't really use it, which is unfortunate. If I find somebody who wants it and I can like give it to them and have it all sanitized and all that stuff, then yes, I will do that. But otherwise it's just going to sit there for a little bit, unfortunately, because I just can't use it, and I'm really sad about that. Okay, next item, I've got my Revolution Shimmer Balm. This is in the shade Daydream, and you can clearly see I'm about just I guess halfway. It looks like I'm halfway, and you can barely see the mark that I had last time, but I was up at the O, so I'm definitely down over here. So I've made some progress in this. I'm really excited that you can actually see the visible line and progress that I've made. I used this 11 times this month, so you know, not too many times, but I do have it at my desk and I put it on, or I've put it on for a few videos now. And it actually is not that bad. I know I put it in the project because I didn't really enjoy it, and it's still not my favorite lip gloss. I do find it a little bit goopy and kind of thick, and I'm not too in love with the color. And also it has like little sparkles in it, and I think that, and like shimmery stuff, and I think that's why I probably don't like it that much. But I've made some decent progress. I'm really excited about what you can actually visibly see. So that's exciting to me. I imagine it could take me maybe a couple more months because I've had it in for what, 2 months, maybe 3 months, I'm not sure. And I've done this, so I should be able to finish it definitely before the end of the year. So that would be my goal. Okay, next up I've got my primer here. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I really don't like this. It is not really a primer. For me it seems more like a moisturizing cream. It does not hold my makeup at all. I used it 19 times this last month, and it's just such a letdown. I don't like it, and it's really disappointing. I can't really see any progress. I mean, I think I was up here and now I'm down here. There's still a lot of product in here, which is why I have it in my project pan. For me, it's not even a skincare item. I don't think it's doing anything for my skin, so I'm not going to put it in my skincare. But it's not a primer. It's just my makeup moves so much with this, so I'm putting it on literally just to use it up, but it's not acting as a primer at all, which is a little bit of a shame. So if you're thinking of buying this, I would highly recommend that you do not buy it, because I just don't think it's any good. And then the last item that I've used the most is my Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. We used this 22 times, and yeah, it's a really good concealer, to be honest. I've got it in C2.5. It's a really good shade match. Just I do it to lighten under my under eyes, and I feel like I could still go another month. You know, it's getting a little bit drier. There's less product that's coming out, but I do have a little bit more product in there to use up. So I haven't finished it yet, but I do think it's probably going to be done in the next month or 2 months max. I can't imagine it's going to go longer than that. So excited that I'm like able to start using up some products finally, because I have been purchasing quite a few new ones, and I really need to get through what I've already got because I'm just getting into trouble. And then the last one, I didn't talk about this in my last update or even the update before, I believe. It is my perfume that I've been working on. This is the Girl of Now Ellie Saab. I haven't done a mark where I am now, but this is the mark where it was last time. And honestly, like every time I look at this, I feel like it's hitting the mark, but then it's not hitting the mark. So I'm literally just underneath it, although I don't even know if you'll be able to see because it is so, just, will you stop moving? Stop moving. Well, I am underneath the mark at this point. I am going to do a new mark. But yeah, I've been updating, I think every 2 months on this. It's going slow, but it was really fast to begin with, my progress, and I think I have been using it slightly less, but every time I think about it, I spray it on, and it's still a perfume that I really don't like, but I'm really happy that I've been able to, because I started up here, so definitely made some really decent progress. I'm a little bit, I would say maybe halfway or just under halfway, so super excited about that because I have some other perfumes that I really want to start using up as well. And I think I need to do a perfume declutter or collection because I definitely have one perfume that just stinks and it doesn't smell good anymore. So I need to like start going through my perfumes and seeing what's going on. But yeah, this one I have been working on and it's doing all right. I don't know why, but it suddenly got really, really hot and muggy and I don't have my fan on. But I talk about the weather and actually it's kind of warm today. It's supposed to rain, but it's warm. I'm going to roll in 2 items to this project. These are 2 items that actually one of them I had in my Shop My Stash the last month, and then one I have it in my mine right now, which I'm actually going to roll out. But I want to roll in this e.l.f. highlighter. This is the multi-dimensional face and shimmer. It's actually quite nice. It's sort of it's like a soft formula, but what I want to do with this one, because there's a lot of product, obviously I'm not going to finish it, but I would like to hit pan, and I was concentrating a lot right here, but then I sort of ruined the dip the other week. But I was concentrating a lot because I was using it as an inner corner highlight, which I really liked. Anyway, yeah, I want to try and hit pan, use up some product. I mean, if I just like concentrate in one area, I could hit pan really fast, but I want to show a little bit more visible progress, and maybe like a wider area. I don't know. I don't like it when you've got like those tiny little pans and those like little tiny areas where you're concentrating because you're not really using that much product. You're literally just poking a hole in the item. But you know, when you see like the visible progress of an item, I think that's more rewarding and satisfying. So that's my goal for this, but whether I do it or not, I don't know. But I do like it as an inner corner highlight, and I could maybe try and see if I like it as a highlighter as well on my face, but it's just not my favorite in terms of tone. And the second product that I'm going to roll into my project pan is my Makeup Obsession Fluffy Brows. I have this in my Shop My Stash right now, and I have it on today. I've been using it ever so lightly because I'm not a huge fan of how my eyebrows look when I have a lot of product on them, but lately it hasn't been looking too bad with just doing it very, very lightly, and I would like to kind of get rid of it. So I'm going to add this to the project. I don't know when you roll these things out. I imagine when they just get so dry they just don't really work anymore. So that's my goal, just to finish this one up and get more use out of it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do this month. So that's my update for the month of August. I am going to be moving pretty soon, so I will be able to do an update come September time, but then September is going to be a really mad month for us, so I might not have a lot going on in September, but definitely for the month of August I will be able to just, you know, work through these items as normal, and hopefully I can carry that on. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a mad couple of months, so yeah, stay tuned and hopefully I will be able to show some progress. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you next time. Bye!